why they're here.
Yeah. Silas is here too because his big brother is dead.
His most memorable moment is doing the Blue Man Group reprise with the Pet Band during Brawl for the Ball. Kevin would like to thank his parents, sisters, Sister Caitlin, Mrs. Simplo, Miss Ireland, Mrs. Wolf, Mr. Broyles, his brother Aiden, and the girls basketball team for relying to build him during the games. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacqueline Bonner. On trumpet and violin, Dylan Miller. Dylan is the son of Brian and Jennifer Miller, who has been for 7 years. His activities include BOSA, is a professional of American Heat Club, Class ASP, Orchestra, and band. Dylan plans to earn a bachelor's degree in pre-medical biology and later attend medical school to become a physician. He'd like to thank his parents, grandparents, Lois, the Cowan family, the Thurston family,
Ooh, look at that. Silas still
Elena,
couldn't see me address.
Cassie, Ava, and Carson. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Miller. And also
Daddy.
on percussion, Noah McGuire. Silas is son of Jason McGuire and Olivia Rivera. He's been playing for 7 years. Activities include Pet Band, Community Band, and Concert Band. His most memorable moment is Brawl for the Ball Band. Noah would like to thank his mom, dad, little brothers, Silas, Mr. Noyes, Mr. Royals, Mason Brown, and Elijah Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, Noah McGuire. And now our statisticians. First we have Tyler Martin. Tyler is from the East Todd Farm. His activities in school include soccer and basketball, stat keeper. Tyler plans to attend the University of Iowa to pursue a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. His most memorable moments are Cooper's rap battle on a long bus ride. Tyler would like to thank Jackson for getting interested in using that. Chase, a little kid, for letting him take stats for him. His mom and dad, Katie, for helping keep his stats accurate. The basketball team for pushing themselves and making the games fun. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Martin. Next we have Katie Masterson. Katie is the daughter of Mark Masterson and Amy Masterson. Her school activities include BOSA, softball, and Class ASP. Katie plans to attend North Idaho College
Just
to
pick
study
one.
to become a dental hygienist.
Just pick
Her most
one.
memorable moment is taking Coach Chase to the emergency room after the game against Wallace. Katie would like to thank her Aunt Christy, Carson, Kaylee, Mom, Dad, Kenna, Bean, Brian, Sammy, Elizabeth, and the basketball team, especially Katie, Tyler, Amy, Carson Wicks, and Mr. Cordell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Katie Masterson. On video, we have David Warren. In practice. Michael would like to thank his dad, Alyssa, Coda, parents, his coaches, and teammates for all they do. Tyler, Mark, Bryce, Gabe, Glover, and Katie. Ladies and gentlemen, Mikey Best.
Lumberjack basketball on 1240 KOFE, your home for Lumberjack sports. Welcome to the countdown to tip-off. We want to thank our Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsors. If not for them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now live with your countdown to tip-off, here's Tim Parrish. Go Lumberjacks!
And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as the Lumberjack boys get set to take on the Wallace Miners in their final home game of the season, and also senior night here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. We are a little bit late in getting things running this evening, and they are right now doing all the senior night festivities down on the floor, and there is a host of seniors. I hope I can get through all of them tonight in my senior night pamphlet, because there's a lot of them out there. Once again, Lumberjack basketball is brought to you by a whole host of Lumberjack sports sponsors here in St. Mary's, and we want to thank all of them sponsors. Also, it is presented by Potlatch No. 1 Federal Credit Union, proud sponsors of the School Spirit Program, and they say, go Lumberjacks. Well, the Lumberjacks are taking on the Wallace Miners here tonight. The Wallace Miners from the North Star League, 1A D1, and they are the 14th in their power rankings for that league, and they come into tonight's game with an 11-6 record, 6-2 overall. They did play St. Mary's in the first game of the season that we broadcast anyways, and the Lumberjacks beat Wallace 89-83 in double overtime. It was one heck of a game, and we're looking for it to possibly be that kind of a game once again here tonight, as Wallace does have, I believe, one of their players back that did not play in that game, number 12, Matt Farkas. The last game the Miners played in was an 84-42 victory over the Mullen. I'm not sure, I don't remember what the Mullen's mascot is, but anyways, that was in Mullen that they last played. So with that little bit of information, we will take a 3-minute break and come back with more.
We have 90 seconds of pictures and then we'll warm up.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjacks!
Whatever.
This is Lumberjack basketball.
There's the three. Greer comes in, takes the shot. Good. High game. Graham, yes, Harry Graham for three. Lumberjacks takes a 5-point lead now.
Your home for Lumberjack basketball all season long is KOFE 1240 AM. Now with the countdown to tip-off, here's Tim Parrish. It's time for Lumberjack basketball on 1240 KOFE, your home for Lumberjack sports. Welcome to the countdown to tip-off. We want to thank our Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsors. If not for them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now live with your countdown to tip-off, here's Tim Parrish. Go Lumberjacks! You've You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjacks! This is Lumberjack basketball.
There's the three from Greer. Greer comes in, takes the shot. Good. High game. Graham, yes, Harry Graham for three. Lumberjack takes a 5-point lead now.
Your home for Lumberjack basketball all season long is KOFE 1240 AM. Now with the countdown to tip-off, here's Tim Parrish. It's time for Lumberjack basketball on 1240 KOFE, your home for Lumberjack sports. Welcome.
During these cold days of winter, Napa Auto Parts has all your vehicle needs. Diesel and gas additives, aerosol windshield de-icer, Thermoaid gas line antifreeze. All are Napa's MAC brand products. Antifreeze, CRC airline antifreeze, snowmobile oils and belts, and of course Napa brand batteries for autos to snowmobiles. So stop by Napa Auto Parts today for all your cold weather additive needs. And while you're there, get your windshield wipers changed by their knowledgeable staff. Napa Auto Parts. They're not just a parts store, they're your friends. Napa Auto Parts, St. Mary's.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are...
Do you have a hazard?
And we are back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as your St. Mary's Lumberjacks get set to take on the Wallace Miners in this non-league action here on senior night, the final game of the regular season and the final home game of the season for the Lumberjack boys. And they will be in a dogfight here tonight as they've already played Wallace once on the season. And it was a tough game for the Lumberjack boys as it was a double overtime game, 89-83 in Wallace. The opponent preview, or not really an opponent preview, but kind of we'll call it an opponent preview as we'll look at the last time these two teams faced off, is brought to you by 9S Barbecue Sauce right here in St. Mary's. That is ran by Josh and Jamie Tankersley, and they have the perfect Valentine's Day gift for you as they have some sweet and tangy ideas at 9S for Valentine's Day. You can get some fresh pressed apple cider. You can get some 9S barbecue sauce or cherry plum jam or pear jelly. And the jellies and jams are just $5. All of these were made right here in St. Mary's at the 9S Ranch. So it's all homemade and fresh. Be sure to check them out. And if you want to place an order, you can find them on Facebook. That's Josh and Jamie Tankersley. Or you can give them a call, 530-260-0213. 530-260-0213. Pick yourself up some delicious fresh-made goods from 9S right here in St. Mary's. Well, taking a look at the Wallace Miners, the last time these two teams faced off against each other, the Miners shot fairly well from the floor. They shot 37% from the floor. They shot 33% from two-point range, and they shot, let's see here, they shot 41% from three-point range. They were 11 of 27 from downtown. They also shot very well from the free throw line, 78%, and that was 28 of 36 that they shot from the free throw line, as they shot a lot of free throws. That part of the season, St. Mary's was giving up a lot of free throws and doing a lot of fouling and sending teams to the free throw line a little bit too much, and they've been able to kind of get away from that, not fouling quite as often here lately. But it has still plagued the Lumberjacks just a little bit. The Wallace Miners only turned the ball over 11 times in that game, but they did commit 26 fouls of their own, and they rebounded 27 total rebounds. For the Lumberjacks, they shot 49% from the floor, 50% from two-point range, 46% from three-point range, and just 47% from the free throw line. Lumberjacks had 38 total rebounds with 12 assists. They had 9 steals. They committed 26 fouls, and they turned the ball over 15 times to the Wallace Miners. In that game, Tyler Lohman and Jackson Pritchard led the Lumberjacks in scoring with 23 points apiece. Lohman also had 11 rebounds in that game. Jackson Pritchard was 5 of 9 from downtown, and Glover Buell had 14 points to go along with 6 rebounds. That is a look at the two teams, brought to you by Josh and Jamie Tankersley of 9S Ranch here in St. Mary's. And once again, you can get a hold of them for some delicious fresh pressed apple cider, and I tell you, it is some good stuff. I have had it, and it is some very tasty apple cider. All of their things they have, the barbecue sauce tastes awesome as well as their jams. I haven't tried their jams yet. They've got cherry plum jam and pear jelly on the list of items that you can pick up from them. Once again, give them a call. Josh and Jamie Tankersley at 530-260-0213, or look them up on Facebook under Josh and Jamie Tankersley. We'll go ahead and take another 3-minute break, and we'll come back with more.
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Jack Buell Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Buell Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips, they're an entire community. Jack Buell Trucking.
Mountain Plating is a premier hard chrome plating facility, and it is located right here in St. Mary's. Mountain Plating was established in 1997 as one of the first hard chrome plating facilities in Idaho, and it services a wide variety of industries nationwide. These industries include manufacturing, food processing, agriculture, mining, environmental, and the timber industries. Mountain Plating is committed to providing the highest quality chrome plating and customer service in the industry, and is locally owned and operated by Donnie Masterson. Give him a call today at 208-245-7104. Go Lumberjacks!
Wanted, the St. Mary's Booster Club is wanting new members to continue to help support our sports programs. Do you know that the Booster Club spends approximately $20,000 a year investing in our high school athletes, coaches, and sports facilities? All monies are raised through memberships, barbecues, and the Hall of Fame banquet and auction. All monies raised this year will be used in the 2017-2018 school year booster budget. To become a member or for more information, call Lynn Masterson at 568-1802. That's 568-1802, and go Lumberjacks! Winter is here, and it's time to get your animals ready for the winter weather. XXX Feeds in St. Mary's has what you need to keep all your critters comfortable in the cold temperatures. From trough heaters, straw, to insulated horse blankets, your animals large and small need extra attention just like you. So don't forget, while you're stacking your winter firewood, your furry family members need winterizing also. Also, don't forget the wild critters. XXX Feed has wild bird food, deer feed, and game blocks. See XXX Feeds in St. Mary's today, because winter ain't gonna wait. Looking for a new-to-you rig? You're in luck, because Dell's Used Cars.
And we are back here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as the St. Mary's Lumberjack boys get set to take on the Wallace Miners in this non-league action. And it's the final regular season game for the Lumberjack boys, as is the regular final home game for the boys as well. And senior night, once again, we don't have a lot of time here in our pregame as I got things going a little bit late. We'll go through some of our seniors as their list is long, as they had the band and statistics and stuff like that as well and cheer and everybody that is a senior. So we'll start with some basketball players. Michael Bassett, his parents are Roddy and Tony Brown. He has 8 years of playing basketball. In school, he played football, basketball, and baseball. Michael plans to attend the University of Idaho after graduation. His most memorable moment is asking Chase to start after every shot he made in practice. Michael would like to thank his dad, Alyssa, Coda, Abby, his mom, his sisters, grandparents, his coaches, and teammates for all they do, and Tyler Martin, Bryce, Gabe, Glover, and Caden. Glover Buell is one of the other seniors. His parents, Jamie Sloper and Josh Buell. He has 3 years of playing basketball. His activities in school include football and basketball. Glover plans to attend college, possibly at an Ivy League school. His grandpa thought that was pretty funny earlier when he read that. His most memorable moment is going to state and winning districts the past 2 years. Glover would like to thank his family, his coaches, friends, the community of St. Mary's, and anyone else who helped him along the way. And I think Glover, well, he may not have went that first year, because Lumberjack, this is Coach Chase's 4th year, I believe, and he has gone to state 3 straight years since Coach Chase has been the coach. So pretty good run there. Kevin Duffield, another senior for the Lumberjacks. Parents Nick and Sabrina Ferris. He has 6 years of playing basketball. In school, he played soccer, basketball, and golf. He plans to attend Paul Mitchell Hair Design School to become a barber. His most memorable moment is beating Wallace in double overtime, and that's who they're playing here tonight. Kevin would like to thank his mom, dad, siblings, Mr. Cordell, Chase, Peen, Jackson, Dell, and Debbie Pritchard, Miss Pete, all of his teachers, Mikey, Glover, Caden, that's Caden Hammond and Caden Green, Tyler, Tristan, Ethan, Eli, Grant, Steven, Zach, Bruno, Justin, Randy, DJ, Cade, Cooper, Brett, Preston, Devin, Maddie, Casey, Kenna, Kaylee, Carson, Tyler, Donnie Eberlin, and Carson Humphrey. That is several of our Lumberjack seniors here on senior night. A lot more of them to go. Hopefully we can get through all of them here tonight in our senior night festivities. We'll take a 3-minute break, and we'll come back with the starting lineups.
As your next truck, Dell's has the best variety of pre-owned trucks in one location anywhere south of the internet. Any make, any model, and new inventory arriving daily. Dell's also will take your trade-in, paid for or not. Financing available through Potlatch, Spokane Teachers, Numerica, and a handful of other lenders offering the most competitive interest rates available in the market today. Dell staff is laid back and knowledgeable and ready to answer any of your questions. Come into Dell's Used Cars, located at 1818 North 4th Street in Coeur d'Alene, or visit their website at dellscars.com. Dell's Used Cars, doing things different since 1974.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
The new year is here, and that means new goals and broken resolutions. It also means red-hot buys at Hughes Ace Hardware in St. Mary's. Time to replace some light bulbs? Buy one, get one free Ace LED bulb 4-packs or floodlight 2-packs. Ace brand wild bird food is on sale as well. Buy one 20-pound bag and get a bag of premium Songbird bird food for free. It's also time to take down and store those holiday decorations. And Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to go for all of your storage needs, from totes to shelves. It's all at Hughes Ace Hardware in St. Mary's.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Ginny Oaks of Premier Finance.
And we are back, and we're getting our starting lineups right now, so give me just a moment, and we will get you the starting lineups right here as well. It looks like for the Lumberjacks, I'm trying to see our starters, and I will mark those down for that. Okay, so now we got our starting lineups. For the visiting Wallace Miners, it will be number 2, Zach Welch. It'll be number 12, Matt Farkas. Number 14, Eric Brackebush. Number 22, Hunter Gust. And number 24, Carter Bailey. The Miners are coached by Corey Miller. For the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, it is senior night, so it'll be mostly seniors, but they don't have 5 seniors to fill out the roster, so we will have the first starter, number 33, 6-foot junior guard, Caden Hammond. Then we have number 32, 6-foot 3-inch senior post player, Glover Buell. Number 13, 6-foot senior guard, Caden Green. Number 4, 6'5", senior post, Kevin Duffield. And number 3, 6'2", senior guard, Mikey Bassett. The Lumberjacks are coached by Brian Chase. He's assisted by Chris Asbury. And I did not bring my proper roster with my proper starting lineups, or not my starter lineups, but my proper roster sheet that has all of my stats and everything for these teams, or for at least St. Mary's. And they are going through Luke Rose down there on the mic for the PA announcer, and he always has a great bunch of sayings and stuff for the seniors on senior night.
Whether it's on the court or off, I can tell you, he always makes his parents proud. He's a tremendous athlete, a great teammate, and the best.
Don't know if I turned it up if you can hear much. It's a pretty packed house here tonight for senior night at Lumberjack Gymnasium, and we are just about ready for what should be, possibly could be, an excellent game of basketball tonight. The Lumberjacks are without Dan Howard tonight, as he has what we hope to be just a minor knee issue And hopefully he will get all checked out and cleared for district tournament action, which starts next week. And we'll keep you up to date on that as soon as we know what we've got going on. I also want to... Oh, boy, St. Mary's gets to start off with some technical foul shots as the Wallace Miners dunked the ball during warm-up. So St. Mary's starts with technical free throws. And Glover Buell makes one of two of those foul shots. And they won't even have the jump ball because St. Mary's will start with the possession after that technical foul. So not even a minute off the clock, not a second off the clock, and the Miners already have a foul. So the Lumberjacks inbound. Caden Hammond controls it for the Lumberjacks. He works the left side, kicks it to the middle. Now inside to Buell, who's cutting inside. Buell goes up strong, can't get the shot to go. Cutting in is Caden Green for the rebound, and he kicks it back out to Glover. Now they feed it back down inside to Green, and Green puts it up and in off the glass. 3-0 St. Mary's. Miners bring it down the floor. Lumberjack press. They back out of it pretty quickly. It's just kind of a half-court trap more so. And Lumberjacks on defense working, trying to create the turnover. Miners working it around. They kick it out to the corner to number 24. That's Bailey. And Bailey drops the three-pointer. Lumberjacks back in. Glover Buell's going to go for three, and Glover Buell knocks down the tray. I'm going to give Caden Hammond an assist, and Glover the triple. 6-3 as the Lumberjacks answered the three-pointer right back with one of their own. Miners working back down now on the near side. It's Zach Welch. Down to Bailey. Now wide open look for Brackenbush, I believe. He drives in. Shot is up. No good. The rebound was taken by the Miners, and the ball gets tipped out of bounds by St. Mary's. Miners inbound it. Miners in the black jerseys here tonight with red letters. St. Mary's in their home white uniform. Shot is up and good. That one is by number 2, Welch. The score 6-5. St. Mary up by one basket. Alley-oop attempt down for the Lumberjacks. They can't get it to go. They feed it to Mikey Bassett. Bassett takes the three, and that thing toilet bowled down and then popped back out after it looked like it was going to go in, and a foul called on the rebound. Wallace pulled down the rebound. Kevin Duffield gets called with the foul. 6-5 the score. St. Mary's up by 1. Early here in the beginning parts of this game. Next down the other way, Wallace drive, shot, no good. Offensive rebound though, and then Mikey Bassett takes it away. He feeds it down the lane to Caden Hammond. Caden Hammond drives the open lane with nobody there, puts it up and good. The score 8-5. Lumberjacks up just under 6 minutes. Warriors working now on offense. They bounce pass inside, have a nice look. They almost lose it though, can't take advantage of it. They kick it back out to Bailey. Bailey knocks down the three-pointer. Score 8-all once again, all tied up. Lumberjacks working on offense. Kevin Duffield feeds it down to a cutting Buell. Buell kicks it back out to the top to Hammond. Hammond looking for a screen, decides not to get the screen, tries for the tray, it's no good. Buell gets the rebound. And the foul goes against the Miners. I believe it was Bailey. Coming out of the game for St. Mary's is Caden Green and Mikey Bassett. Going in is Coy Sands and Jackson Pritchard. Lumberjacks looking inbound from underneath, kick it all the way into the backcourt. It's into the hands of Pritchard. He brings it across. Now he kicks it over to Hammond on the corner. Back to the top now to Sands. Alley-oop from Glover Buell to Kevin Duffield. It's up and good on the alley-oop. Lumberjacks retake a 1-point lead. The Miners haven't led yet, but they have tied it up. 3-point attempt up for the Miners, no good. Duffield rebound. St. Mary's back the other way. Coy Sands in the corner. Coy Sands with the 3-pointer. Another assist for the Lumberjacks. 13-8 the score. Lumberjacks shooting very well so far. Miners bring it down. They quickly work. Step into the short corner. Shot up. No good. Coy Sands on the rebound. Lumberjacks push it down the floor. Coy bringing it on down. Works his way to the right. Kicks it to Pritchard in the corner. Pritchard back to the top to Caden Hammond. Hammond feeds it underneath to Duffield. It's up and good. And we get a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. We will take one too. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido.
The Miners take a full timeout, it was, and Lumberjacks lead 15-8 in the early parts of this one. It's probably around 3 minutes to go in the first period of play, and it's been a fun game so far here on senior night. And Lumberjacks right now in control, and the Miners looking to answer back. Kind of bummed for Glover Buell to go 1 for 2 from the free throw line on those technicals, because I think up until that point he hadn't missed a free throw going all the way back to the first time. Well, heck, it's been a long time. I think it might always be all the way back to the game against Kellogg here in St. Mary's. It might have been before that, actually. I think it was. Miners bring it in. They break the Lumberjack press. Jump shot, no good. Caden Hammond with the rebound. Lumberjacks pushing it down the floor. Hammond finds a cutting Duffield once again, and Duffield puts it up and good off the glass. 17-8 is the score. Lumberjacks up by 9. 3-pointer on the way by Bailey. It's off back iron, no good. Offensive rebound, though. And then a foul called as Brackenbush goes flying across the floor, and they're going to call St. Mary's with a foul. That foul goes against Caden Hammond, his first, team's second. Both teams with 1 foul apiece. I don't know who got the dunk called against them on that technical for the Miners. The Miners will inbound from underneath. That'll be Zach Welch kicking it into the top to Bailey. Around the horn now to number 12, Farkas. Farkas working against Coy Sands. They kick it down inside to Logan Hull. Hull shot is in and out. The ball is tipped around, and the Miners finally come away with a rebound. The putback is no good. The Miners come away again with the rebound. And the Miners, smartly, they had Coy Sands standing out of bounds, so the Miner player was about ready to fall out of bounds. I think it might have been Farkas, and he bounces the ball off of the back of Coy Sands as Coy was out of bounds. So Farkas looking to trigger from the side court. He kicks it in, gets it back. Now they throw it all the way up to the top to Bailey. Carter Bailey, the 5'8 guard, he's a freshman. Now the Miners working on the wing, looking inside. Now they kick it to the corner. Now back to the top, and around the horn they go. Back to Farkas on the right wing. Now inside. Shot is up and blocked by Duffield. I'm kind of surprised there wasn't a foul called, but there wasn't. He got a little bit of hand, maybe it looked like, but all ball is what they say. Now they feed it down inside to Coy Sands. Coy Sands puts it up and good off the glass, and I believe that's Caden Hammond's 4th assist here tonight. Now back the other way. The Bulldogs quickly, or the Miners quickly put it up and good as Farkas puts in a basket. And as the Lumberjacks are going the other way, we get a whistle and a foul called, and that one goes against number 24, Bailey. Foul number 3 against the Miners. Lumberjacks will inbound from side court. Coy Sands kicks it in to Caden Hammond. Hammond gets signals from Coach Chase, takes it across the timeline. He works his way to the near side, over on the right. Now back to the top to Glover. Glover steps inside. Nice jump shot. Shot won't go. Rebound is tipped back out by Duffield. And Jackson Pritchard puts it up and good from the short corner. 21-10. Now a three-pointer on the way by number 2. That's Welch. It's no good. Duffield again with the rebound. And St. Mary's takes it away. Coy Sands kicks it out to Buell. Buell up the top to Hammond. Hammond has an open look from three-point range on the wing on the left. Decides not to take it. Now he's going to work his way inside. Shot is up. No good. Partially blocked. And the rebound goes to the Miners. They'll take it the other way. It's only their second defensive board that I have them down for. They have 5 offensive rebounds. Miners working it around the wing. Now they kick it over to the wing on the right side. Back into a cutter, back out. Now they work into the short post, and the shot is up and good as Hunter Gust works his way in. He puts the shot in and draws the foul. That foul goes against Kevin Duffield. That is foul number 2 for Duffield. And that sends Gust to the free throw line. Gust lines up the bonus shot. It's up and good. Bull, that's the first free throw attempt for the Miners. On the way back, the Miners show press. They find an open Jackson Pritchard, and he doesn't normally miss when he's that wide open, but he can't get the shot to go. Rebound. I'm not 100% sure who the rebound went to for St. Mary's. No, it was the Miners that got the rebound. That's right. They fed it down the floor. It goes out of bounds. Last touched by St. Mary's down here on the baseline. Miners going to inbound from the corner. They get it in. They kick it back to Welch after he gave it into Farkas. Welch comes up to the top. He's guarded by Sands. They swing it down to the corner now and back around. Farkas back to Welch. Now down here to the wing to Brackenbush. They feed it inside, and they get it down into Logan Hull, who takes an extra step before he puts up his shot. He gets called for the travel. That's turnover on the Miners. 21-13, full press by the Miners now. St. Mary's breaks it down the court. They've been working on this in practice, getting out there for that. Glover Buell puts up a shot. It's no good from three-point range, but the rebound is taken and put up by Jackson Pritchard. Now the Miners wasting no time. They drive the floor, put it up, no good. Jackson Pritchard on the rebound. He drives down the other side. Nobody's letting any grass grow under their feet. Eli Gibson kicks it to Buell. Buell puts it up for a 3. Lumberjacks lighten it up from downtown. 26-13. Lumberjacks not taking any pressure off here. Cross-court pass. Miners find an opening. They put it up and good from underneath. That was number 22, Gust, with 2 more points to his stats. 16 seconds to go. 11-point lead for Lumberjacks. 26-15 over the Wallace Miners in a very good, clean first period of play. Jackson Pritchard kicks it over to Gibson. Gibson back to Pritchard, around the horn to Sands. Sands feeds it over to the short corner to Buell. Buell jump shot, it's good. And the buzzer sounds. The end of the first period, 28-15. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Have you ever noticed that some companies are around for decades and you really don't notice them until you actually see them? Kenneth Bechtel Trucking is one of these. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking has been a fixture at St. Mary's for decades and still is a community-involved business. Take the time to thank these entrepreneurs that quietly make it on their own and make our community all the better for it. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking. Give them a call today at 245-7209. Kenneth Bechtel Trucking, a community stable and lumberjack supporter. Good luck, Jacks.
Cold weather's here, and 10th Street Lumber will help keep you warm. From super premium pellets to energy logs and fireplaces, 10th Street Lumber is your heating headquarters. North Idaho energy logs and stove pellets are the best of the best. 100% natural with no chemicals, and they burn cleaner, hotter, and longer. If you need a new stove, 10th Street Lumber is a proud Kuma stove supplier. Kuma wood stoves are made right here in Idaho and are some of the best on the market. 10th Street Lumber in St. Mary's. Stop by today. 10th Street Lumber located at 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's.
During these.
And we are back. That was a fast-paced And we are back, and that was a fast-paced first period of play. St. Mary's with a 13-point lead, 28-15. The Miners bring it in to start the second period. Hunter Gust had it. He kicks it to Welch. Welch works from the top, kicks it down to the corner, and driving the baseline is Farkas. Farkas back up the top to Welch. Lumberjacks not letting any easy penetration inside, playing some great defense here this evening. It's back up to the top to Carter Bailey. Bailey works it back around the horn again. Farkas has it. He drives up to the free throw line, picks up the dribble, can't find anywhere to go. He kicks it out and gets the ball back. Now they have it in the corner. Bailey here for the Miners. He gets a screen, kicks it back out to the screener. The screener drives and puts the shot up and good. That's Brackenbush. 28-17. Lumberjacks working the other way. Glover Buell has it just inside the corner. Tries to kick it inside to Coy Sand. It's going to be a turnover. First one against St. Mary's. Back the other way. Miners on a wild shot. Tyler Lohman on the rebound. And the Lumberjacks take it down the floor. Lumberjacks now turn the ball over. Tyler Lohman, we were kind of not sure how much he'd play as he's nursing an ankle. Shot up and no good. And again, Tyler Lohman on the rebound. 28-17, Lumberjacks work it to the corner. Coy Sand's going to drive the baseline, goes up strong, misses the shot though pretty badly. Rebound to the Miners, and they push it down the floor. Welch gets down here, he has nobody with him. He's up against like 3 or 4 Lumberjacks. Finally the rest of the team catches up. Shot on the way, misses everything. That was Bailey from 3-point range, no good. Goes out of bounds. Lumberjacks will get after basically a turnover on Wallace. Caden Hammond checks back in for the Lumberjacks. Coming out is Coy Sands. Glover Buell comes out. Kevin Duffield heads back in. Coming out for the Miners is number 2, Welch. Going in for him is, I believe, it might have been Logan Hull re-entering the game. St. Mary's taking it down the floor. 6 minutes to go in the half. Gibson swinging it around, back and forth to Hammond. Hammond on the left wing. Hammond back to the top to Gibson. Now back to Hammond. Hammond comes up top now. He kicks it over to Pritchard on the right. Now back to the top. Hammond, little shake and bake. Kicks it down inside to Duffield. Back out to Lohman. Lohman, free throw. He's off the mark with it. He kind of hesitated on the shot. Rebound to the Miners. Quickly down the floor as they feed it down. Is up and good by Bailey. Now the Lumberjacks attempt it the other way, and that shot goes out of bounds. I think they were trying to feed it into Tyler Lohman on a fast break, and it's going to be a turnover for St. Mary's. Both teams playing a high-paced game here as they're working mostly in transition basketball right now, not playing anything from too much of a set offense. Now the Miners set it up. They kick it down inside. Shot up and blocked by Duffield. The Miners almost had the rebound, but it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Wallace. St. Mary's will inbound. The shot was Gust. He had it blocked by Duffield. Caden Hammond controls it for St. Mary's, brings it down across, kicks it to Gibson in the corner, back up to Hammond, around the horn to Pritchard. Pritchard, wide of the mark, trying to feed it into Kevin Duffield. And it's a turnover. Coach Chase wants a timeout. It's a 30. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Cold days of winter, Napa Auto Parts has all your vehicle needs. Diesel and gas additives, aerosol windshield de-icer, thermal-weight gas line antifreeze. All are Napa's Mac brand products. Antifreeze, CRC airline antifreeze, snowmobile oils and belts, and of course Napa brand batteries for autos to snowmobiles. So stop by Napa Auto Parts today for all your cold weather additive needs. And while you're there, get your windshield wipers changed by their knowledgeable staff. Napa Auto Parts. They're not just a parts store, they're your friends. Napa Auto Parts, St. Mary's.
St. Mary's.
And we are back, senior night here at Lumberjack Gymnasium as the Lumberjack boys take on the Wallace Miners. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Lumberjacks up 28-19 in what has been an exciting, fun game so far, very entertaining. Miners with possession. They're working it down here near the timeline. Now bringing it up is Farkas, and Caden Hammond's going to get called for a bit of a reach. And I believe that's only his second foul, the team's fourth. 4 fouls for the four fouls for the Lumberjacks, 3 fouls for the Miners. Coming out is Kevin Duffield as Glover Buell checks back in for St. Mary's. Controlling the ball for the Miners is Farkas. He kicks it down to Hull. Hull on the wing. Now they will reverse it back to the near side and back to the top again. Farkas sets it up. He hands it off to Bailey. Bailey directing traffic. He's looking like he's going to get trapped, so he kicks it to Farkas on the wing. Now back to Bailey. Bailey guarded by Gibson. Gibson kicks it back over to Farkas. Now around the horn. They're not getting any penetration yet as they're trying to work inside. Now it's back out to Hull. Now to the top as they still work the perimeter. Contested three-pointer on the way, and it is up and good. Now is Brackabush knocking down the 3-ball, and the Miners have cut it to a 6-point lead. Coy Sands gets a nice look, drives the paint, and Coy's going to get fouled as he goes up for the basket. And we'll see who that foul goes against for Wallace. And that foul goes against Logan Hull. That is the 4th foul for the Miners. Coy Sands' first trip to the charity stripe makes the first one. 29-22, St. Mary's up, 4:11 to go in the first period. Coming in for the Miners is number 20, that is Dimitrov. Jaden Dimitrov and Zach Welch check back in. Coy Sands lines up shot number 2. It's on the way. It is good as well. 30-22. Lumberjacks showing the press once again. Now a majority of them back out of it as the Lumberjacks fall back off the press. Bringing it across is Welch. He bounce passes it to Hull. Now back to the top and around the horn. 3-ball on the way by Welch. It's going to be nothing but net. Actually kind of a toilet bowl shot goes in. And it's a 5-point lead for St. Mary's as the Miners work to get back into this one. They're doing a good job. Lumberjacks working it at top. Now they're looking inside, trying to find somebody. Glover Buell kicks it back out to Lohman. Lohman in traffic, and it's a turnover, but Glover Buell comes away with it. Glover goes up for the shot. He goes to the ground. There's no whistle for a foul, but a whistle for the ball going out of bounds. St. Mary's retains possession. One thing there hasn't been tonight so far is a held ball called. Up the top, they kick it to Gibson. Now around the horn. Now they find Pritchard. Pritchard back to Sands. Sands drives. No look pass to Lohman. Lohman puts it up and good from inside the paint. 32-25. St. Mary's back out to a 7-point lead. Driving and kicking it out. Hull for a shot from 3-point range. No good. And fighting for the rebound is going to be Jackson Pritchard. And I was wondering if the whistle was going to come on that one. Jackson Pritchard gets called for the foul. Gibson comes out for the Lumberjacks. Kevin Duffield re-enters. 32-25. Foul number 5 against the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's up. They kick it in. Shot from the elbow is up and good. That was Farkas for 2. Lumberjacks back on offense. Coy Sands almost has his pocket picked, and that's going to be a foul called against Dimitrov as he was working a little bit too hard defensively. So he's going to pick up a foul. Foul number 5 for the Miners. Checking in now is Hunter for the Miners. Going out is Brackabush. Zane Hunter is a 5'10 senior. St. Mary's inbounds. Coy Sands working, kicks it to Lohman. Lohman works his way, gets a nice look on the screen, jump shot short. The ball is tipped around. Lumberjacks reset. I'm going to give Tyler the offensive rebound as well. Now they're trying to find a cutter. Coy Sands looking for Kevin Duffield. Kevin wasn't there. Turnover St. Mary's. 32-27 the score. St. Mary's leads just by 5 as they led by quite a bit earlier on, but they've since then been trimmed down by the Miners who are fighting hard. One lead change, actually not really a lead change. St. Mary's has had the lead. There's been one tie. Miners work it inside, shot no good. Kevin Duffield goes up strong for the rebound, gets it, and also draws the foul. That foul goes against Hunter. That is his first for the Miners. 6th team foul for the Miners. Coy Sands brings it down. 2 minutes to go in the first half. 32-27, St. Mary's on top here at Lumberjack Gymnasium on senior night. Tyler Lohman top. He works his way to the left, looks for an opening, kicks it to Pritchard. Now back to Lohman. Lohman to Sands. Sands going to try to drive, loses the dribble, and it's the Miners that come away with it after the turnover. Miners bringing it down the floor. It's Farkas kicking it to Welch. Now to Hull on the far side. Now back to the top and around the horn. Down to the corner. Hunter for 3. It's good. Hunter didn't look like a three-point shooter, but he knocks it down, and then St. Mary's throws it away. I'm going to say that was Coy Sands who just mishandled that. 32-30, and the Miners have cut it to a 2-point lead. Kevin Duffield, Coy Sands come out. And the Miners have the ball back. 32-30. Lumberjacks lead just by 2. Miners feed it down in the blocks, but the ball is going to get knocked loose. I'm going to give Glover Buell a steal as Gibson ends up with it. Now they kick to the top. They find a wide open Jackson Pritchard, and he knocks the 3 ball down. You cannot give Jackson Pritchard wide open looks. 5-point lead for the Lumberjacks. Under a minute to go in the first half. They work it down underneath. Shot is up, no good. Putback is up and no good on the little tip back. And finally the rebound to Glover Buell. St. Mary's back the other way. Mikey Bassett ends up with a rebound after a 3 ball, I believe. Another 3 ball put up by Pritchard. It's no good. And that ball is going to touch the rope up on top, I believe, and be deemed out of bounds. Just under 36 seconds left in the half. 35-30, St. Mary's up by 5. They've led the game pretty much the whole time. There's been 1 tie. And the Miners have worked their way back in after being down by 8 or 9 at one point. So the Miners working hard. They're a very good team. They work it down inside. They kick it out to the corner. Now they back up to the top to Brackenbush. Brackenbush drives, puts the shot up, and draws the foul. That was Brackenbush for his first trip to the free throw line. The foul goes against Bassett. That's his first. Brackenbush makes the free throw. The score 35-33. St. Mary's leads by 1, 19 seconds in the first half. Gibson a little bit too high on his pass, looking for Bassett in the corner, and Eli Gibson turns the ball over. So with 14 seconds on the clock, the Miners have a chance to tie it up once again. Bringing it down the floor is number 30, that's Hull. And he's going to get across the timeline. Then the coach is going to get a timeout. It's probably going to be a full timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Loyalty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Outdoor enthusiasts, turn your dreams.
And we are back. It was a full timeout taken by the Lumberjacks as Lumberjacks had, I can't remember if it was up to a 10-point lead or not, but it was very close to a 10-point lead at one point. And with just under 14 seconds to go in the first half, the Miners have cut it to just a 2-point lead, 35-33. The Miners tied it up once in the first period, and that has been it. The Lumberjacks have led pretty much the whole game, but the Miners keep coming back as Lumberjacks make a few mistakes and turn the ball over a couple times and let the Miners stay right in it. 8 turnovers for St. Mary's. They started out none in the first period, if I remember right, and now they have 8 turnovers. Miners bring it in, coming down. They get tangled up, And it's a turnover on the Miners as number 24, that's Bailey, gets tangled up with Lumberjack. Shot is up at the buzzer by Glover Buell. It is no good. And the rebound does not matter because that's the end of the first period. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with a look at the halftime numbers.
Adventure into reality with a Yamaha Wolverine 2-seat or new Wolverine X4 4-seat side-by-side at St. Mary's Saw and Cycle. Both are proven off-road capable, comfortable, and confidence-inspiring. With compact yet roomy designs and exclusive Ultramatic transmissions and on-command 4-wheel drive systems. Visit St. Mary's Saw and Cycle. Yamaha Wolverine's proven off-road to help you realize your adventure. Always protect the environment. Wear your seatbelt, helmet, eye protection, and protective clothing. Read the owner's manual and product warning labels before operation.
Here are some simple instructions on how to get a tax pro to prepare and file your 1040EZ completely free. Go to an H&R Block office and say, I'd like you to prepare and file my 1040EZ for free. Or make an appointment at hrblock.com. That's it. No more instructions needed. Pro Tax Prep for free. Get your taxes won.
Return must be filed January 5th, 2018 to February 28th, 2018 at participating offices. Additional fees apply for EITC and other additional forms for state and local returns and if you select other products and services. OPTP number B13696.
Why should you stop at 10th Street Superstop? Well, because Kenny's a nice guy. Actually, no. Never mind. Yes, Kenny is nice, but that's not the reason. You should stop at 10th Street Superstop for all your livestock feeds and pet feed needs. 10th Street Superstop carries all the top brands. Did I mention Kenny's a nice guy? Oh, and they also have a large assortment of snacks and beverages just for you. 10th Street Superstop for all your farm, garden, and hunger needs. And by the way, Kenny's really a nice guy. 10th Street Superstop in St. Mary's. Just because. Those are two very powerful words that can rekindle any spirit. Just because can move mountains and reignite the heart. It doesn't have to be a birthday, an anniversary, or even Christmas to show that special someone in your life just how much you really do care. Show them with a piece of jewelry from Saks, from simple diamond earrings to a beautiful new purse. And do it just because. It's an occasion all its own, with its own unique meaning. Visit Saks for fine jewelry, fashion jewelry, sunglasses, and more. That's Saks on Main Street in St. Mary's, open 10 to 6. Have you scheduled your Medicare wellness visit? Benoit Community Hospital is here to help. If you've had Medicare Part B for longer than 12 months, you can get this visit to develop or update a personalized prevention health plan. The best part is, you pay nothing for yearly Medicare wellness visits. Call 245-2591 today to take advantage of your Medicare wellness benefits. The St. Mary's Family Medicine Office is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 245-2591. Looking for that perfect shot of your athlete in action? Always too busy cheering them on to take your own? Check out Michelle Davenport of MD Photography. MD Photography specializes in catching that perfect action shot. Whether it's high school, middle school, or somewhere in between, MD Photography is the photographer of choice. Composites, action shots, and special one-of-a-kind projects, MD Photography does it. Check out MD Photography on Facebook or give her a call at 582-1586. That's MD Photography, 582-1586. MD Photography, catching your athletes in action.
Lumberjack Gymnasium as the Lumberjacks lead the Miners 35-33 here on senior night, and it's been one heck of a game. St. Mary's went on a 28-15 run in the first period and had a great first period, but in the second period, Wallace outscored St. Mary's 18-7 and allowed Wallace to climb right back into this game. The Miners in the first half shot 41% from the field and 36% from two-point range, 50% from downtown. They were 5 of 10 from three-point range and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. I had the Miners down with 11 rebounds, 5 assists, and only 5 turnovers. They committed 6 fouls, neither team getting into the bonus in the first half, so not bad there. Leading scoring for the Miners, actually 2 players had 8 points in the first half. That is Brackenbush and Bailey. From there it goes to Welch and Gust with 5 points apiece. Farkas has 4 and Hunter has 3. For the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, they shot 50% from the floor. They were 14 of 28. They were 56% from two-point range and 40% from downtown three-point range. They were 4 of 10 from beyond the arc. And they shot 75% from the free throw line, 3 for 4. Lumberjacks with 15 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocked shots, turned the ball over 8 times, and just 8 fouls. Leading scoring for the Lumberjacks was Glover Buell with 9 points. Jackson Pritchard, Coy Sands each had 7. Kevin Duffield put up 6. Caden Green and Tyler Lohman each had 2, as did Caden Hammond. Leading in rebounds, Kevin Duffield had 4 rebounds, Lohman with 3, and then Pritchard and Glover Buell both had 2 total rebounds. We are at halftime, 35-33, Lumberjacks lead. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Winter is in full force, and Timber Country and the Country Fair invite you in out of the cold to check out their winter sale deals. Need some new winter boots or gloves? How does 20% off sound? Maybe a new jacket. 40 or 50% off sounds great. Those deals and more at Timber Country and Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's. There's more than clothes as well. Sports apparel, hunting gear, toys, sleds, and more at Timber Country and the Country Fair in St. Mary's. Stop by today. Winter is in full force, and Timber Country and the Country Fair invite you in out of the cold to check out their winter sale deals. Need some new winter boots or gloves? How does 20% off sound? Maybe a new jacket. 40 or 50% off sounds great. Those deals and more at Timber Country and Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's. There's more than clothes as well. Sports apparel, hunting gear, toys, sleds, and more at Timber Country and the Country Fair in St. Mary's. Stop by today.
Unleash your colors today with a School Spirit debit card from P1FCU. Our cards are back and better than ever with a bright design that will make you proud to represent your school. P1FCU has joined the Mascot Madness, and you can too, no matter who you cheer for. Stop by to sign up for your new exclusive School Spirit Debit MasterCard or visit us online at p1fcu.org for more information. There is no us without you at P1FCU, federally insured by NCUA.
Fire Chief Larry Nacarado wants to remind you that this time of the year, chimney fires are a common occurrence, but can be prevented. St. Mary's Fire Department wants to remind you that they loan out chimney brushes and rods for free. They do chimney inspections for free and will even come to your house and offer chimney fire prevention training for free. Don't neglect your chimney. Call St. Mary's Fire Department today at 245-5253. That's 245-5253. This public safety message from the St. Mary's Fire Department.
At least one.
And we are back, and it is senior night here at Lumberjack Gymnasium. First thing I want to remind everybody is Lumberjack Sports is not just presented by a lot of our sponsors. We have a lot of Lumberjack sponsors for our sports broadcast. We are very thankful for them. Be sure to thank them for their support of our broadcast, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. We also want to mention P1FCU. They are one of our main presenters of Lumberjack Sports. They're proud sponsors of the Lumberjack School Spirit Program, and they say go Lumberjacks. Our halftime was brought to you by 9S Barbecue Sauce right here in St. Mary's, and that's Josh and Jamie Tankersley. They have some very, very tasty, great barbecue sauce, and hey, it's spring's right around the corner, really, and time to break out that barbecue grill and start cooking up some great food. Pick up some 9S barbecue sauce. If you don't need barbecue sauce, how about some fresh pressed apple cider? They have that as well. They even have cherry plum jam and pear jelly. And what makes it even better is all of these items are homemade right here in St. Mary's at the 9S Ranch, 9S Farm. If you want some of these tasty items from them, from Josh and Jamie Tankersley, you can find them on Facebook. You can also give them a call at 530-260-0213, 530-260-0213. That's 9S Ranch. They have all kinds of great stuff, all homemade right here in St. Mary's. I was wanting to get some more senior night items going, but we are not going to have time just yet to get to some more seniors, as we are just about ready to get the second half underway. Our next senior that we will be making mention of will be Mr. Caden Green for the Lumberjacks. So give us a minute and we will try to get Caden Green out there so that everybody can learn and get to know Caden Green a little bit better. Looks like the Lumberjacks will start the second half with possession of the ball, leading 35-33. And there was a few times there at the end of that second period where Coach Chase was not happy with the performance, and I'm sure they've made some adjustments and come out ready in the second half. Coy Sands has it for the Lumberjacks. Back to the top to Hammond and around to Pritchard. Now to Hammond, back around to Sands. Sands looks no look into Glover Buell, and Glover Buell takes the jump shot from the free throw line, puts it up and good. Good way to start with a nice safe bucket, and now a nice job by Caden Hammond, gets the steal, but he cannot convert it into a shot. Caden Hammond puts it up, no good. Rebound to the Miners. They bring it back the other way. Welch puts the shot up and in, and they're going to call Jackson Pritchard for a blocking foul, and Jackson didn't know what he did exactly, but it's going to send Welch to the free throw line to shoot the bonus for the three-point play. Welch has not been to the free throw line yet. It's his first trip, and that shot is in and out. The rebound to Coy Sands. St. Mary's brings it down the floor. Working it around to the top is Caden Hammond. Now he reverses court back to Coy Sands on the right side. Coy Sands looks inside to Buell. Buell dribbles, takes one step in, kicks it out to Lohman. Lohman a little head fake, then goes to take off, and they're going to call Tyler Lohman with a travel. 37-35, must have drugged that pivot foot just a little bit before dribbling the ball, and those little mistakes are what's keeping the Miners right in this game. Welch has it for Wallace. He kicks it over to the corner to Bailey, and actually near the timeline. Now back to Welch. Welch kicks it back to Bailey on the wing, now down into the corner. Now they're looking inside. Gust goes up the shot, and it looked like a clean block by Lohman, but apparently not. They're going to get Tyler Lohman with his first foul, team second here in the second half, and that is going to send Gust to the free throw line. He is 1 for 1 from the charity stripe. The Miners 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Gust takes his dribbles, lines it up, shot is up, and that one is no good off the iron. So they had a chance to tie it up. Best he can do now is get it to within one. Shot on the way. That one no good as well. Tyler Lohman pulls down the rebound. Lumberjacks bring it down slowly this time. They feed it underneath to Lohman, who is wide open, and Lohman can't finish the bunny from underneath. That was too good of a look to miss. Back the other way after the rebound. The Miners working it around the perimeter. It's into the hands of Farkas. Now back to the wing on the right. Bringing it across is Bailey. He finds Brackabush. Brackabush long on the shot, but offensive rebound. And Hunter Gust ends up with it, and Hunter Gust puts it up and good. And the Lumberjacks, or the Miners, tie it up. Second tie of the game. Back the other way. Shot is up and no good off the iron by Caden Hammond. Rebound. He had a nice look. Rebound goes to the Miners. They look to get their first lead. Shot up and good by Wallace. That is number 24, Bailey. Lead change. Wallace finally gets their first lead, 39-37. Lumberjacks looking to answer back. Caden Hammond has it on top, directing traffic. He's going to feed it over to Lohman. Lohman on the wing here on the left, or on the right. Now back to the top. Now he makes his way to the right wing, kicks it back to the top to Coy Sands. Coy Sands to Lohman. Lohman feeds it into Buell, and Buell puts it up and good off the glass. That's the third tie of the game tonight. one lead change so far. Tie game, 39-39. Bailey has it in the corner. On the left, gets a screen, works his way in. Caden Hammond looking for an offensive foul. He took a shoulder into the chest. Nothing called there. The shot was no good. Coy Sands had the rebound. Then we get a whistle. And I believe they're calling a foul against St. Mary's, and they are. That is going to be Jackson Pritchard's third foul. They called that on the rebound. I think Pritchard, he's still in the game. Coach hasn't decided to pull him out yet with his 3 fouls. Tie game, 39-39. I think now we might get that as Eli Gibson looks to check in. Miners working it around. Farkas has it at the free throw line. Goes in strong. Shot off the glass. No good. Rebound to Jackson Pritchard. St. Mary's brings it down. Pritchard to Sands. Sands to Pritchard. Pritchard works his way around to the top, and he's going to draw the foul. I believe that foul goes against Farkas. That is his first foul, if it is. Team's first. So Eli Gibson is going to check in as Jackson Pritchard gets a breather. 4:46 to go in the third. All tied up 39 apiece. Caden Hammond brings it down here to the near side. Picks up, reverses the opposite way. Kicks it up to Coy Sands. Sands, shot from the elbow. Nice shot. It's up and good. Count the basket and the foul. Coy Sands goes to the ground after making the basket. See who that foul goes against. That one is Gust's first foul. Coy Sands 2 for 2 from the stripe. He's looking to make it, but he misses the free throw. Rebound goes to the Miners. It's just a 2-point lead for St. Mary's. 4.5 to go in the third period. 41-39. Jacks up here on senior night. It is number 24. I've lost who it was for a minute. Bailey. They kick it to the corner. Shot is up and no good. I believe it was 3-point range. And the rebound by Gibson. St. Mary's brings it down the other way. Duffield feeds it to Hammond. Hammond puts it up and good. Now the Miners trying to go back the other way quickly. Shot up by the Miners, no good. Tipped around. A foul called, and it's going to be called on the rebound. They're going to say a push in the back by Gust, and he draws his second foul quickly. Welch checks out for the Miners. Coming in for him is Hunter. Hunter with 3 points off the bench in the first period, or in the first half, I should say. St. Mary's brings it in with under 4 to play, looking to try to extend that lead beyond what they've got. It's 43-39. It is a 4-point lead for St. Mary's. Hammond bringing it down this near side. Again, he kicks it to the top to Sands. Sands, no look pass into Duffield. Duffield looks for a cutter, kicks it back to the top. Glover Buell for 3. It's good. Kevin Duffield with the assist. Glover Buell having a great night on senior night. 3 for 4 from downtown as the Miners work it back down on offense. St. Mary's re-extends that lead, 46-39. It's a 7-point lead, back to one of the biggest leads of the night. Miners working underneath. They kick it in. Spinning. Shot is up. It was blocked, and they're going to say it's a foul. And I think Duffield thought it was against him, but it is not. This one's going against Caden Hammond. That is his third. Jackson Pritchard going to check back in. Tyler Lohman, I didn't see him go out into the locker room, but he must have caught an elbow or something as he has got a towel to clean up some blood off of him. Free throw is up and good by Gust. Gust is 2 for 4. Well, Tyler Lohman must have caught an elbow or something in there. Trying to get a rebound. That one is up and good as well by Gust. Lumberjacks coming back with just a 5-point lead after the 2 free throws by the Miners. Coy Sands kicks it out to Pritchard in the corner. Pritchard working on the wing, kicks it down to Buell. Buell kind of in the corner. He's going to drive the baseline. They're going to call a foul against Gust as Buell's trying to drive the baseline. So now 4 fouls apiece for both teams. That is Gust's third foul, and coming in for him is Farkas. 2:59 to go in the third. St. Mary's up by 5, 46-41. Pass up to the top all the way near the timeline to Coy Sands to get it in. Coy Sands is going to work his way. No-look pass into Duffield, and they are going to call a foul against, holy cow, that was a great move and a great look. Coy Sands drives, dishes it out to Duffield, who Duffield puts it up and in, but they're going to call Coy Sands with the offensive foul afterwards as he ran into and continued contact with Wallace, the Wallace player. So Lumberjacks back on defense. Miners working on top. Bailey now over to Brackabush. Brackabush kicks it off, and driving in is Hole, and he puts it up and good. Hole's first points of the game. 46-43. The Miners looking to tie it up. Coy Sands makes another nice move into the paint. One defender comes out, and Coy uses a little shake and bake to get him out of position. Coy does not make the basket, but he is fouled and will step to the free throw line. That foul will go against Hole. That is his second. Kevin Duffield, I don't think he was out. Duffield just comes back up to the blocks. Coy Sands lining up his first free throw, and he makes it. He is 3 of 4 from the charity stripe. Coy Sands 10 points so far in the game. Not a bad night for Coy. He also has 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Coy lining up the second shot. On the way, that one is good as well. 4 for 5 from the charity stripe for Coy. A little bit of a half-court trap Lumberjacks putting on. They back out of it quickly, and they get it across to Hole. Hole feeds it down to Farkas. Farkas feeds it off. Shot is up and no good. Offensive rebound gets tipped back out, though. The Miners will reset. Now driving into the paint is Hole, and he's going to lose the handle on the ball and get called for the travel. Tyler Lohman going to get set to check back in for St. Mary's. It looks like Coy Sands going to go out. Tyler Lohman replaces him. 5-point lead for St. Mary's. Full court press now by Wallace. Lumberjacks worked on this in practice, so let's see if they can get it across. And they finally do to Gibson. Gibson drives, feeds it to Buell. Buell strong, can't finish though. Lumberjacks can't get the rebound. Miners pull it down. Another nice look and good passing by Lumberjacks. Just can't get the shot to go. Back the other way. Wallace puts up a shot. It's no good. Glover Buell on the rebound. Glover doesn't have as many rebounds as you expect him to have, but he's still playing good tonight. Glover Buell has 16 points. Lumberjacks working it around. They get a good look for Jackson Pritchard in the corner, and Jackson Pritchard knocks down another three-pointer with the assist from Gibson. Back the other way, the shot was up and no good by the Miners, and we get the first jump ball of the night, as I believe Jackson Pritchard got the rebound. The Miners tied up, and the possession arrow favors Wallace. Can't believe we go through almost full 3 quarters of play without a jump ball being called. 51-43, the Jacks are up by 8. Mikey Bassett checks back in for St. Mary's. Duffield comes out. Miners looking to inbound from underneath. They kick it up to the wing. Now back kind of to the corner to Bailey. Now back to Welch on top. Welch back to Bailey. Bailey looking for a screen. Now he kicks it to Hole. Hole back to Bailey. Still working up top. Setting up the offense. Lumberjacks look like they're in a 2-1-2 zone. Shot is up, no good. Bassett gets the rebound. Lumberjacks bringing it down. Pritchard finds Lohman. Lohman jump shot from the short corner, won't go. Bassett drives the rebound. Kicks it back out, and we're going to get a timeout taken before, nope, they don't get the timeout taken before they can get the jump ball call. They do call the jump ball. I'll say it's a held ball, by the Miners. Possession stays with St. Mary's, though. Gibson will inbound from underneath. Waiting for it. Inbound up the top to Bassett. Now to Caden Green. Caden Green looking. He's going to give it back to Bassett. They work it around the horn to Gibson. Still keeping it on the perimeter. Now finally to the free throw line to Buell. Buell spins. Nice little jump shot up and good from Glover Buell. Nice look for Glover. Glover on the verge of a 20-point game tonight. He's got 18. 19 seconds to go on the clock. 10-point lead for St. Mary's. Largest lead, I believe, of the game. Miners working it, looking for that last shot here before the buzzer. They have it into the hands of Welch. Welch kicks it out to Hull. Hull to the corner to Bailey. Bailey is going to try for the oh! They're going to call the foul on Lohman, and they're going to give the free throw shots. That looked like a nice clean block to me, but I'm all the way across on the opposite corner, so I can't tell, but so they will send Bailey to the free throw line. This is his first time going to the free throw line. He'll shoot three. Tyler thought it was a good block, and I don't think he heard that it was a whistle until afterwards. Bailey makes the first one. Makes the second one. Bailey had 8 in the first period. Now he has 12. And he makes that one. So Bailey makes all 3 free throws. That's the end of the first, or the third. We'll keep it right here, though, as it is senior night. I want to try to get through a couple more seniors. Caden Green, his parents, Jenny and Luke Rose. He has 8 years of playing basketball in school. He has played football and basketball. Caden plans to attend college after graduation. His most memorable moment was going to state for basketball. Caden would like to thank his family, his coaches, his team. He'd like to thank Lohman, Glover, Coy, Gabe, David, Lauren, Tristan, Parker, Tyler, McKenna, and Katie. Let's see here. Tyler Martin, parents Denise and Todd Martin. His activities in school, soccer and basketball stat keeper. Tyler plans to attend the University of Idaho to pursue a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. His most memorable moment are Cooper's rap battles on long bus rides. Tyler would like to thank Jackson for getting him interested in doing stats, Chase and little Kev for letting them take stats for him, his mom and dad, Katie for helping keep his stats accurate, and the basketball team for pushing themselves and making the games fun. We'll try to get Katie Masterson here in just a moment, if we can. There wasn't no timeouts really in that third period, so we couldn't do anything there. 8 minutes to go. St. Mary's has a nice little lead, 53-46. 6 fouls for St. Mary's, 5 for the Miners. Miners start the fourth with possession. Bailey kicks it out to number 14, Brackabush. Now back to Bailey. Bailey down to the corner to Welch. Welch guarded by Coy Sands. He's looking for a screen. He comes up top, drives to the free throw line. Can't get any opening, so he kicks it back out. Farkas drives. Farkas can't get the shot to go, and it's Caden Hammond with the rebound. St. Mary's bringing it down the other way, and Caden Hammond drives, and Caden Hammond gets called for the offensive foul. Caden Hammond going to come right out after that one. That's his 4th foul of the game. So Caden drove in hard and made contact, and he gets called for the foul. 53-46 still the score. The Miners working it down inside. They feed it in to Gust. Gust spins. Shot no good, but Gust is going to be fouled, and I think that might be, I thought it might have been against Duffield, but it is not. It is going to go against Coy Sands. That is his first. That will send Gust to the free throw line where he made his last 2. 3 for 5. He misses that one. Score still remains 53-46, just about 7 minutes left. Next shot is up. That one is good by Gust. 53-47 the score. Press being put on. Lumberjacks turn it over. Steal for the Miners. They work it down underneath, get a nice look, feed it inside. Shot is up and good. That is Brackabush putting up his first 2. And again the Lumberjacks turn it over. And Brackabush puts it back up again. And just like that, it is a 2-point game. timeout taken by the Lumberjacks. And Lumberjacks have got to break a press here. We're going to keep it here. We'll go over some more seniors as, man, that was just an ugly little bit of ball playing there, as twice the Lumberjacks couldn't break that press from underneath. Let's see, Katie Masterson. Her parents are Mark Masterson and Emmy Masterson. Her activities in school include HOSA, softball, and ASB. Katie plans to attend North Idaho College to study to become a dental hygienist. Her most memorable moment is taking Coach Chase to the emergency room after the game against Wallace. Katie would like to thank her aunt, Christy, Carson, Kaylee, mom, dad, Kenna, Peen, Brian, Sammy, Elizabeth, the basketball team, Tyler, Hammy, Carson Wicks, and Mr. Cordell. Then we have Mr. David Vonken. He is the German exchange student. His host parents, Chris and Shiloh Sands. David plans to return to Germany or possibly attend college in the United States. His most memorable moment is getting cut from the basketball team this year. David would like to thank Chris, Shiloh, Grayson, Coy, Glover, Caden, both Cadens, Mikey, Kevin, Jackson, Dan, Eli, Ethan, Cade, Cooper, Tyler, Chase, Peen, Alina, Emily, Cordell, Michelle, Teft, Carson, Wicks, and Delbert. That is David Vonken. Lumberjacks after the timeout, they finally get the press figured out. They break it down across the timeline. Glover Buell has the ball on top. He gets trapped. He kicks it out to Coy Sands. Coy Sands backs up near the timeline. He's directing traffic, slowing things down as the Lumberjacks look to play collected basketball here now from the set. And now it's Jackson Pritchard. He drives into the paint, kicks it to Duffield. Now back to Buell. Buell, jump shot, gets a nice look, can't get the shot to go. Tyler Lohman ends up with the rebound. Tyler Lohman launches a long two-pointer. It's no good. And the rebound goes to the Miners. Tyler Lohman having a rough night tonight. He's 1 for 6 from the floor. He has 2 points to go with 5 rebounds. Miners working back, trying to maybe get another tie. This time it's a long 3 ball. It's no good. And Glover Buell pulls down the rebound. St. Mary's feeds it down the floor. Lohman has it. He's just inside the elbow, or inside the wing, kicks it back out to Coy Sands. St. Mary's sets it up. Coy comes down to the near side here on the left wing. He's looking for cutters as the Lumberjacks are moving through, trying to find an opening. Miners playing some pretty good press defense, or face man-to-man defense. Pritchard drives, can get the shot to go. Tyler Lohman, though, gets the offensive board and puts it up and good. St. Mary stretches it back to a 4-point lead. 55-51 is what it should be. Back the other way, shot is up and no good. Rebound to Kevin Duffield. St. Mary's, now they get it corrected. They say Wallace has 53. No, they get it fixed too. Okay, 55-51 is the score. 4-point lead for St. Mary's, and Lumberjacks have the ball again. It's already been 3 ties, 1-2 lead changes. Jackson Pritchard for 3, no good. Miners on the rebound. Good look, couldn't get it to drop. Miners work the other way. Welch, stutter step, kicks the pass back out. Oh, bad pass. It's going to be Tyler Lohman that comes away with it. Tyler, little stutter, goes up, can't get the shot to drop. Poor Tyler Lohman having a rough night tonight, getting shots to fall for him. Back the other way, the Maniacs find a nice look, and they feed it to Brackabush. Gust, and Gust puts it up and in from the paint. 55-53, it's a 2-point lead for St. Mary's as the Miners fight back. Coy Sands drives, can get the shot to go. Tyler Lohman tries to get the rebound. He had it for a moment, and then it gets tied up. And a held ball called. St. Mary's gets possession. Tyler Lohman's going to come out as he was a little bit irritated, didn't think that was a jump ball, and I think he's going to get just a little breather here as he's been working hard out there. Lumberjacks have it. They kick it to the top. 55-53. St. Mary's is in the bonus now. St. Mary's with 8 fouls. Miners with just 5. I hadn't caught that earlier. 4 minutes to go. Lumberjacks working around the top. Going to play some patient ball here on offense. Coach Chase directing traffic from the sideline. Pritchard has it in the corner on the right. Now they look under the free throw line to Buell. Buell making some moves, can't get an opening. They kick it out to Pritchard. Pritchard for three, and it's good. Kevin Duffield with the assist. Jackson Pritchard, he is 3 of 7 from downtown. Lumberjacks stretch it back out to a 5-point lead. Jackson Pritchard with 13 points. He's got double digits tonight. Farkas kicks it out to Bailey. Bailey to Welch, now back down inside. Farkas to Brackenbush, shot no good. Getting mugged from behind is Pritchard. The offensive board is back up and good. I think that was Farkas with his first 2 points. I'm surprised there wasn't a foul called as they were all over the back of Pritchard. St. Mary's brings it down on offense. 3-point lead. Coy Sands looking to shake the shoes off of Bailey. Looking for a screen. Now the screen goes away. This time Coy drives, takes it, kicks it out to Buell. Buell, jumper, good from the short corner. Coy Sands with assist number 4. Glover Buell, 20 points. 60-55 is the score. 2:45 to go in the 4th. Tyler Lohman going to check back in for St. Mary's. Miners looking for an open shot. Back to the top they go. Welch has it. Swing it around to the wing. That is number 12, Farkas. Now back to Bailey. Bailey down to the corner to Welch. Welch up top. Miners just going around the perimeter right now. Now they get it. Get a nice open look for number 14. That is Brackenbush. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound is to Caden Hammond. And finally a foul called against the Miners. Farkas trying to get the steal down there on Hammond, and they're going to call the foul. Checking back in for St. Mary's is Eli Gibson and Tyler Lohman. Coming out is Coy Sands and Kevin Duffield. St. Mary's holding on to a 5-point lead. Led by as much as 10 at one point. St. Mary's is going to have to inbound from the far end of the floor, and the Miners going to put on the full court press again. See if St. Mary's has any trouble with it this time. Over the top to Lohman. Lohman brings it across. He's looking for help. He kicks it to Hammond. Hammond feeds it to Buell. Buell goes up and good off the glass. Nice ball movement for the Lumberjacks. 62-55. 7-point lead for St. Mary's. Miners working down inside. They feed it in. Shot is up no good, but a foul called, and that may go against Glover Buell. That will go against Glover. That is his first foul of the night. That'll send Mr. Gust to the free throw line. He is 4 of 7 from the charity stripe. Misses the first one. Coming in for the Miners is Dimitrov. That is Jaden Dimitrov, 5'10" senior guard. Next shot is up. That one is good by Gust. 1:48 to go in the game. It's a 6-point lead for St. Mary's. The Miners with that full court press once again, and a bad pass by Hammond as Hammond turns it over, and then a foul called. That's going to send Welch to the free throw line. That says that that's foul number 5 for Caden Hammond. It is. Caden Hammond has to check out. So Caden Hammond fouls out with 4 points, 5 assists, and a steal. First free throw by Welch is good. Letting the Miners hang in there a little bit. Coming out for Wallace is Farkas. Checking in, I think, I couldn't see the number yet. I'll have to wait and see. Next shot is up and good by Welch. Now we're going to get timeout taken by Coach Chase. We will just keep it right here as we've got some more seniors to go. 62-58, Lumberjacks lead by 4. And first, though, I want to remind you, 9S Ranch, 9S Farms, they have barbecue sauce. They have fresh pressed apple cider. They have pear jelly and cherry plum jam, all homemade on the 9S Ranch right here in St. Mary's. If you'd like to pick up some of those delicious items, give Josh and Jamie Tankersley a look on Facebook or give them a call, 530-260-0213, 530-260-0213. Josh and Jamie Tankersley, 9S Farms. And once again, fresh pressed apple cider, cherry plum jam, barbecue sauce, and pear jelly. Some great tasting items from those fine folks right here in St. Mary's. And I didn't get to go through any seniors during the timeout, so I guess we will just keep it right here for that. 1:43 to go in the game. Once again, St. Mary's is up by 4, 62-58. And the Lumberjacks will be inbounding. And the Miners putting on the pressure once again. Inbound pass comes into Glover Buell. He's able to get it back to Lohman. Lohman looks for an outlet. He finds Glover. Glover brings it down across the timeline, and a reaching foul called against Welch. That is foul number 7, and that will be 1-1 for Glover Buell. He is 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Checking out for the Miners is Dimitrov. Coming back in is Farkas. Miners have got to try to conserve time here on the clock. Buell makes the first free throw, 63-58 the score. Next shot on the way, that one in and out, rebound to the Miners. Miners bring it down the floor, look for them to try to hit an open three real quick. Instead, Farkas drives, puts his body into Jackson Pritchard 2 or 3 times, gets the basket, and they call the foul against Jackson. And they're going to say Jackson moved his arms down, and he didn't look like it to me. Jackson Pritchard catches foul number 4. Coach Chase not 100% sure about that one. At the practice the other day, he was talking to the boys about that, saying just make sure you go straight up, don't bob your arms, and you won't get called for it. Free throw is up and good. Now is Farkas. That looked like an underhand shot by Farkas. The 2-point lead for St. Mary's, 63-61, 1:27 to go. What a game this has been. Coy Sands has the ball. He brings it, and Coy's going to get fouled. And I think it is going to go against number 2. That is Welch. That is only his second foul, it looks like, and that'll send Coy Sands to the free throw line. Coy is 4 of 5 from the charity stripe. So if he makes both of them, he'll turn it into a 2-possession game. But if he only makes one of them, he makes the first, that turns it into a 3-point game, 64-61 with 1.5 minutes to go. Coy lines up shot number 2. That one is good as well. Makes it a 2-possession game once again. The Miners bringing it down the floor quickly. Lumberjacks trying not to foul. Welch going to drive. He gets his shot blocked from behind by Pritchard. And then the putback is up and good by Welch. Lumberjacks now bring it the other way. They find Coy or Glover Buell. Glover Buell drives along the baseline or along the paint, puts the shot up and good off the elbow. Back the other way, it's the Miners. A little stutter step, driving in, shot up and good by number 14, Brackabush. And it's a 2-point game once again. St. Mary's brings it down. They kick it to Gibson. Gibson puts up the shot, up and in off the glass. Gibson's first points of the game, 39 seconds left. Miners working. They drive, get the ball stripped out of bounds. It's going to be last touched by St. Mary's. St. Mary's stretched it back to a 4-point lead. What an exciting game. This has been fun here tonight for senior night. 69-65. St. Mary's is, every time it looked like they're going to take it in, turn it into a blowout, the Miners respawned. Bailey Around the horn, Hole drives. Shot off the glass, it won't go. Offensive rebound, shot won't go. Offensive rebound again. Count the bucket and the foul. That is Brackenbush going back up strong. Cuts it to a 2-point lead with 19 seconds on the clock. That foul goes against Glover Buell just when you think St. Mary's is stretching it out. Brackenbush, he's only been to the free throw line once, and he's made that one. He misses that one, but they get the offensive rebound. They put it up again. Shot won't fall through. Rebound to Tyler Lohman. 10 seconds left to go on the clock. Tyler Lohman shoot the double bonus down here. His first trip to the free throw line. What a game. I can't say that enough. It's been fun here this evening. St. Mary's with a chance to stretch it back out to a 4-point lead. Lohman's first free throw is good. 70-67. 3 points for the Lumberjacks up over the Miners. Now we're going to get a timeout taken by the coach for the Miners. It is a full. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Schwab Tires, we don't just sell tires, but our sign isn't big enough for the name Les Schwab Tires, Brakes, Alignment, Shocks, Rims, and Batteries. And that would also leave off the how we do it part, which would read Les Schwab, honest, friendly, trustworthy tires, brakes, alignment, shocks, wheels, batteries, and popcorn. We could shorten it to Les Schwab Popcorn, but that might just be confusing. So for now, we'll stick with tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing matters.
Tired of this.
And we are back. Timeout taken by the Wallace. We're back. A timeout taken by the Wallace Miners here with just about 10 seconds, almost 11 seconds left on the clock. Tyler Lohman at the free throw line with a chance to turn it back into a 2-possession game. And holy moly, this game couldn't come any more down to the wire here tonight, could it? Tyler Lohman made the first free throw. Lohman with 5 points and 8 rebounds. He's got 4 rebounds defensively and 4 offensively. He's also got 1 assist. Tyler not having a bad night at all, hasn't scored a lot, but he has got about 8 rebounds. And now we get another full timeout taken by Wallace once again. So we'll step away as well. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Same old thing for dinner? Want something different without having to clean up afterwards? Stop by Cabin City Q Smokehouse in St. Mary's for some of the best barbecue around. Cabin City Q has the biggest, tastiest hamburgers around, as well as smoked chicken, brisket, ribs, and prime rib on Fridays. Cabin City Q also has a terrific salad bar. Cabin City Q also serves breakfast. That's Cabin City Q, located at 2242 West Idaho Avenue in St. Mary's. Give them a call at 208-245-0785 or stop by today. That's Cabin City Q Smokehouse in St. Mary's.
Carissa's Clubhouse in St. Mary's is a proud Lumberjack supporter. If you are looking for a fun, friendly daycare and preschool for your little one, call Carissa's Clubhouse at 208-582-1431. Children from 6 weeks and up are welcome to come and play at Carissa's Clubhouse in St. Mary's. Carissa's Clubhouse offers full-time, part-time, and even drop-ins. So if you need a fun, safe, and friendly daycare or preschool for your little one, call Carissa's Clubhouse at 208-582-1431. That's 208-582-1431. Carissa's Clubhouse in St. Mary's.
Some people select their grocery.
And we are back, and just as they come back from that timeout, coach for the Wallace Miners, that is Corey Miller, takes yet another timeout. He takes 3 timeouts in a row. So with that, real quickly, I want to mention this. I kept forgetting to. Cabin City Q, one of our fine sponsors here for Lumberjack Sports, they are having a Valentine's dinner tomorrow night. They are having chicken or prawn dinner on Valentine's Day. This will include soup or salad bar, roasted potatoes and bread for $15.95. And the shrimp will be $13.95, or the shrimp is $15.95. The chicken dinner is $13.95. That starts at 4 on Valentine's Day. They hope to see you there tomorrow at Cabin City Q. So I think the Miners finally used all their timeouts. Tyler Lohman makes the final free throw, 71-67. I think they're just trying to ice Tyler Lohman. Miners bring it down quickly. They feed it to the corner. Bailey for 3. It's no good. Rebound to Lohman. And the buzzer will sound, and St. Mary's comes away with the victory after all those timeouts, 71-67 over the Wallace Miners here on senior night. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with our final game wrap-up.
The items with an eye on every cent they spend. Some people don't. But if you don't happen to be a millionaire, you'll appreciate Archie's IGA. At Archie's IGA, prices are always lower. You might even say significantly lower. Archie's quality and selection is consistently better, and put them together and you get a greater satisfaction in meats, produce, baked goods, and all the rest. Find out for yourself the difference that shopping at Archie's IGA makes. Do it today. That's Archie's IGA, your hometown proud grocer.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? Call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Site Clearing proudly sponsors this Lumberjack Sports broadcast.
Do you need help finding that perfect gift? Looking for that personalized touch? Come to Jack's Pharmacy in St. Mary's and let us fill your balloons. Not only does Jack's carry all of your gift and party supplies, but we're here to serve you with all your personal care items. Come in and let our personal care experts help you find just what you need from our wide selection. If we don't have it, we can get it. Plan your party at Jack's Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Jack Buell Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses, and most importantly, people. Jack Buell Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips, they're an entire community. Jack Buell Trucking.
Mountain Plating is a premier hard chrome plating facility, and it is located right here in St. Mary's. Mountain Plating was established in 1997 as one of the first hard chrome plating facilities in Idaho, and it services a wide variety of industries nationwide. These industries include manufacturing, food processing, agriculture, mining, environmental, and the timber industries. Mountain Plating is committed to providing the highest quality chrome plating and customer service in the industry, and is locally owned and operated by Donnie Masterson. Give him a call today at 208-245-7104. Go Lumberjacks!
Wanted, the St. Mary's Booster Club is wanting new members to continue to help support our sports programs. Do you know that the Booster Club spends approximately $20,000 a year investing in our high school athletes, coaches, and sports facilities? All monies are raised through memberships, barbecues, and the Hall of Fame banquet and auction. All monies raised this year will be used in the 2017-2018 school year booster budget. To become a member or for more information, call Lynn Masterson at 568-1802. That's 568-1802, and go Lumberjacks. Winter is here and it's time.
And we are back right here on KOFE as your St. Mary's Lumberjacks came away with a 71-67 win over the Wallace Miners. There was 3 ties in the ball game and 1 lead change apiece. Wallace had the lead once. St. Mary's took it back once and came away victorious in a barn burner. The second half scoring, St. Mary's scored 18 in both the third and fourth. Wallace scored 21 in the fourth and 13 in the third. The Wallace Miners shot finally for the final of the game. They shot 40% from the floor, 41% from two-point range, and just about 39% from downtown three-point range. They were right around 67% from the free throw line. They had 27 rebounds, 9 assists, and 3 steals. They turned the ball over 9 times, and they committed 14 total fouls in the game. Individually, they had Brackebush with 16 points, Gust with 13, Bailey with 13, 9 points for Welch, 7 for Farkas, 3 for Hunter, and 2 for Hull. For the Lumberjacks, they shot 52% from the floor, 53% from two-point range, 50% from three-point range, and 77% from the charity stripe. 33 rebounds for the Lumberjacks, 19 assists, 3 steals, 3 block shots. They turned the ball over 11 times, committed 18 fouls. Individually for the Lumberjacks, Glover Buell had a great senior night tonight. 25 points for Glover Buell. He also had 4 rebounds. 13 points for Jackson Pritchard. Coy Sands also put up 13 points. 5 points for Tyler Lohman with 9 rebounds. 4 points for Caden Hammond. 6 points for Kevin Duffield with 5 rebounds. Caden Green with 2, and Eli Gibson with 2 points. That was the final regular season game for the Lumberjacks here tonight. And it was been a great regular season for St. Mary's. They will have district tournament play next week, I do believe, is when that'll start. And right now our next focus is Lumberjack girls basketball state tournament action from Boise. They begin, the Lumberjack girls open up against they open up against the Coal Valley Christian Chargers at 8 o'clock Boise time on Thursday. We will have the game here on KOFE. The pregame will start, St. Mary's time at 7 o'clock for the tip-off. Pregame will be at about 6 o'clock right here on KOFE for state tournament girls action. So be sure to tune in for that. If you are a business and you would like to be a sponsor possibly of the state tournament, we have sponsorship spots available. You can give us a call at the radio station at 208-245-1240, 245-1240. You can also get with us on Facebook to let us know as well. We have a radio station Facebook page, and you can do that. So if you would like to be a sponsor, 245-1240, or get a hold of us at Facebook, KOFE Radio on Facebook. Also, one last thing. We want to wish Dennis Humphrey a happy birthday today. We hear it was his birthday. We hope that he has a great day. I think that's going to do it for us. For Sandy back at the studio, I'm Tim Parrish. Have a great evening, and we'll see you back for state tournament action for the girls.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjack!